Hey guys, it's Tamara. I know it's been 3.5 months since I made a video, but it was because of college and a lot of stuff going on, and along with a few other things. But I'm about to tell you those things that happened. Now, some people already know a lot of people know the first half of what I'm about to tell you guys, because I just posted about it 2 days ago on social media. But only a few people know about the other half of what I'm about to say in this video as well. So, the beginning of 2017, mostly in February. Sorry. There was a guy who was in one of my classes, and I started to develop feelings for him, and it was unexpected, but it happened. So then we started talking, and the more we talked, the more feelings that I have developed for him. And then later on, there was a side of him that I never seen before in my life. He was showing me some type of abuse. And no, it wasn't physical abuse. Like, he's never hit me before. If he had hit me before, then I would not go back to the college at all. But it was actually emotional abuse. And even though he and I were never in a official relationship, it just got so unhealthy, and the emotional abuse got so upsetting. But I had to leave him. Now, I'm not going to go into detail of what actually happened, but all I can say is that it was unhealthy, it was bad, he emotionally destroyed me. Again, I'm not going to say how, but it got to the point where I had to leave. Like, I couldn't put up with it any longer. Sometimes I can be strong about a heartbreak, other times, a lot of times, I'm not. Like, it takes time for me to move on, but with him, it literally only took me about a month and a half to move on from him. With other relationships, or unofficial relationships, it would take me months or years to get over it, but this one, it only took me a month and a half. And yeah. And, well, to him, he thought what he was doing to me was love, but honestly, it was abuse, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to leave him. And because of him, I didn't know what love was anymore. I didn't know how to love myself again, and it was hard to show others that I did love him without me getting hurt again. And it was just so hard for me. Then I started talking to a girl. And at first, I didn't think anything of it. Like, I talked to her, like, I befriended her since I realized that she was going to the same college that I was going, so I befriended her to make her feel more welcome. And she seemed really, really nice and sweet. So I started talking to her, and we hit it off. In other words, it was good. Like, actually felt really happy talking to her. Like, talking to her made me forget about the emotional abuse that the other guy had given me. Not the Marine. Not the Marine that I made videos about. So, it was fine. We still talked as friends. But then, like, a few days before classes started for the school year, we talked again, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, butterflies were filling up my stomach and started biting my lip and smiling like an idiot, and I'm thinking, what is going on? Like, I've never felt this way with a girl before, and it was so weird. It was so weird that I started developing feelings for a girl. I've never developed these romantic feelings towards a girl before. Like, it was all new to me. Like, half of me is thinking, what am I doing? But the other half is like, I don't care what anyone thinks. If catching these feelings for a girl is wrong, then I don't want to be right. And it was all new to me. It was all a shock to me because I've never felt this way with a girl before. And then I think, oh my gosh, how am I going to tell her? Like, at first, I was thinking about not to tell her. But then I realized, if I don't tell her sooner or later, then I'm going to explode. Like, I was debating on when exactly I would tell her, because she deserved to know. She deserved to know how I felt about her, and yeah. But I had to tell her on October. October was when I actually told her how I felt. And I don't regret telling her that I like her, but I kind of wished I picked a time where it was good for me. I'm not sure about the timing for her, but to me, I thought it was a bad timing because I was so stressed out about everything. But I went ahead and told her, and yeah. And I still like her to this day. I still like her to this day. And now you're all thinking, well, are you a lesbian? Are you bi? Like, what is it? Now, at first I didn't know my sexuality because it was all confusing, because I still like men to this day. I still like men to this day, but these feelings were unexpected and it was all new to me. But then I realized it really didn't matter who I wind up with. Like, it was still all new to me, and I realized that I want what's best for me. So I guess right now I'm coming out as bi. But there's a thing that I want to explain to y'all before I go on with this video. There are times when people are called bi, bisexual, and biromantic. Now, I didn't know about biromantic until freshman year of college. But here's the difference between biromantic and bisexual, in case some of you don't know. Biromantic means that you're romantically attracted to both genders, while bisexual means you're sexually attracted to both genders. Now, for me, I'm not the sexual type at all. So, you can either call me bi or biromantic, but please don't say bisexual, because I'm not the sexual type. But yeah. God, I really don't know what else to say in this video, but I still to this day like this girl. I'm not with her because she said no, but I still like this girl to this day, and it's really going to take some time for me to actually move on from this girl and find someone else that, whether if it's a guy or a girl, but for now, I still like this girl, and she's the only girl that I actually would like to be with, and I just want her to know how much I care about her. And as for love, like, I have love for her, but I don't know if I'm in love with her because of the emotional abuse, and I just, it's not that I don't want to fall in love with this girl, it's just I can't. Because of the emotional abuse, that I'm really, really terrified to actually fall for this girl. Like, I can't wind up getting hurt again. I don't want to go through the emotional abuse that I've been through before, whether if it's with a guy or with a girl. And I just can't go through with that anymore, so I'm still a little hesitant about being in love with someone. But I will say I do have so much love for this person. As for in love, it takes process. And like I mentioned before earlier in this video, because of that emotional abuse, it's really hard for me to love myself or love anyone else, to the point where I got really terrified of maybe not being good enough. Like, I still to this day feel like I'm not good enough for anyone, regardless of gender or race or whatever. Yeah, I still feel to this day that I might not be good enough for anyone to love, that no one would ever consider me to be theirs. And I'm also terrified of going through the abuse. And it doesn't matter what type of abuse it is. I'm just scared of going back through that. I really don't know what to title this video. I'm sure I'll think of something once I upload this video, but yeah. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you support me, great. And you're probably thinking, well, does anyone know? Well, some of the people from college know, some of the people from my hometown knows, my parents know, and a few of my cousins know. Just the rest of the family that I'm still terrified of coming out to. They might see this video, I don't know for sure. A lot of them don't do technology or get on the internet, but gosh, it's gonna be really tough. And I hope all of you had a nice year of 2017, unlike me. But if you didn't, I do apologize, because I know things are going to be tough, but let's all hope for the better. Let's all hope that 2018 will bring smiles to everyone. That's what I'm hoping. Not just for myself, but for everyone else. And if you support me after what I said about the other half, not the abuse, but that situation, then thank you. But if you don't, then please don't argue with me. The best you could do is just ignore me. But if you're going to disagree on what I just said, then you can either ignore it, walk away, delete me, ignore me. Like, don't contact me negative things. because that's also another goal for 2018. No more negativity. So if you're going to say something negative about me, don't even think about it, because I'm not going to take it. Negativity is not an option for me. Right now, all I need is positivity. And I'm not apologizing for who I love. And by that, I mean who I have love for. Like I said, I'm not in love with someone, but still, no one should ever apologize for who they love. And even though she doesn't want to be with me, and even though it's going to be hard for me to move on, she does deserve to be happy. And I wish her the best of luck. And again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'm sorry to disappoint some of you who would expect me to be with a man forever, but things change. Love is love. Love wins. And that's the person's decision on who they love, not yours. In other words, you can't tell a person who they should love. That's for them to decide. You can't make that decision for them, because you're just going to make their life even worse, and they're never going to forgive you for that. So again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for those of you who are supporting me. I'm honestly not sure if I'll make another video in 2018, but if I do, then I will see you next time. If not,